Well, guys, welcome back to another episode of Bow Hunt or Die. As you can tell, we are in the studio, and Justin's going to give me grief for that right now, but it is November the 11th. But man, Justin, I got to tell you, driving into work this morning, it just doesn't even feel like November 11th. It is so warm. We haven't had a hard freeze.
That warm.
Dude, it's lame.
I was thinking last night when I was hunting, it was like 50 degrees, and I was like, this is warm enough where like I'm comfortable out here, but not so warm that I'm like, oh my God, the deer aren't going to move, right? Like if you get those 70
one more time? Can you do that one more time?
Well, that's what everybody sounds like. It's too warm. It's too warm. Whining about it. Like I felt like 50 was a good, like it was chilly enough where I was like, I can be comfortable, but it's not too hot.
Did you turn your heated vest on at all?
I did, and then I got too hot, and then I turned it off. I was like, why did I turn this thing on? I didn't even wear. You know what? I should have wore it was yesterday morning, but I didn't, and it was actually
Saturday
a little
morning.
chilly.
Yeah, dude, that
Sunday
east
morning.
wind.
It was Sunday morning.
I don't know.
Yesterday was Sunday. I didn't hunt.
Did I hunt Sunday morning? No, I didn't hunt Sunday morning. I hunted Saturday morning. That wind was out of the east, dude. I was freezing. I went on top of a ridge top, and I forgot my underlayer. And then I went to. I felt so cool, man. I unzipped it. I was gonna go push my little scent lock button and have me get warmed up. And dude, it wasn't turning on. And I was like, what?
You didn't have a battery?
I didn't charge the battery, dude. When you see that white flashing, you're just like, it's the worst. I was like an idiot, like Todd. How do you? It was like the one day I like could have used it. But anyhow, I don't know,
Justin.
Justin.
A cool hunt today.
We do have a cool hunt. A very cool hunt. Josh is a cool guy. It's a cool story.
Debatable on that, but it's a cool hunt. After the hat, he lost some coolness points.
They're in our internal
I feel like
chat.
when you take up traditional archery.
What do you call the hat?
Is that I don't think it's a fedora. Maybe
I don't know.
I don't know my hats as well as I should. You know,
I don't want to know my hats. That's.
I feel like we should.
If it's not a
it's like a part of American history. Everybody used to wear a hat.
Fine.
You know,
cowboy hat. That was cool. After that, it went downhill. Other than baseball.
Yeah,
caps.
but like if you go back and watch Mad Men, those guys were pretty cool. They all wore like hats. I feel like, you know, the old sitcom, the guy comes into his house, he's got his trench coat on, he's got his hat, there's a rack by the door, he takes his hat off, he puts it on the rack with his coat. It was like a thing everybody did, and I don't know when that fell out of favor. But Josh decided like he's all in on traditional archery, and apparently you can't be in on traditional archery without taking up like the entire mantra of the traditional archer. You know, it's not good enough to just have the bow. You got to look.
Comment below if we said the name of this hat wrong. If it is Brandon's over there shaking his head, looking at it. Fedora.
I mean, maybe.
Do people actually wear these? I mean, please comment below. Do you actually own one of these hats and wear it? Or is this just?
I feel like I need one.
Josh has gotten into this whole leather making business. He's got a small business now where he's cranking out making leather products.
Look at all the different hat types, dude.
Oh my gosh. Okay, listen, stop listening to us. Let's dive into Josh's hunt where he gets it done. He had a goal. I love people who set goals.
Wear a beret.
Are you done for a minute? Listen, I can always appreciate somebody who sets a goal. And you know, I think when you start bow hunting, like I know Justin kind of has a personal goal right now. His goal is he wants to shoot a buck over a decoy. Like you want to do that.
I'm about to shoot a 1.5-year-old over a decoy because that's all that keeps coming in.
Well, it doesn't matter. That's shooting a deer over a decoy. But and I'll put up a little video. I had a decoy in my I had a Reinhardt target in my yard. And every year it seems like these bucks you find the target at the right time. So Brandon, I'll give you that video. This buck comes up and you can watch the video. But I appreciate anybody who kind of has a goal. Whether it be like, listen, I want to get a deer out of a saddle this year. I want to get a deer. I want to shoot a deer over a decoy. I think we go through stages within hunting where we want to do these different things, which we'll talk more about later. For right now, let's dive into Josh's hunt as he gets it done.
Let's go.
So this year, I set a goal for myself, and that was to harvest a mature deer with traditional archery equipment. Now, I'm no stranger to traditional archery. I've shot a handful of deer over the years with my old recurve. But this year, I got a new longbow that I absolutely fell in love with, and this is going to be the year that I'd call longbow or bust. It was the end of October, and we had a north wind, and with those colder temperatures, we started seeing a lot more daylight buck activity on the farm. So I decided it's time, loaded up the truck, got the bow set in the back, and it was time to head down to southwest Wisconsin to the driftless region to try and get a buck with this bow. So after several sits of not seeing any shooter bucks, the wind did a 180-degree switch from the north to the south. That gave me an opportunity to hunt one of my favorite spots on this farm. We call it the top plot. It's a Nebraska food plot located in a saddle on the top of the ridge. This is the same food plot that last year Sarah shot the biggest buck of her life. So the next morning, the plan was made. I was gonna head up to the top plot and I was actually gonna sit in the same tree that I shot my buck out of last year. gave me about a 16-yard shot with the Longbow. That shot looked perfect, but I never breathe easy until my hands are on that buck. I heard him just rip and brush down there, and I heard some cracking further down, so I don't know. Well, the shot to me felt good. Everything looked good. It looked like impact was good. I feel good about it. But again, I'm always just so worried that something you didn't see went wrong, or who knows what. But I love the old school. It makes you feel like a kid again. All right, we gave him about 2 hours here. Waited for Ann, my mother-in-law. She was out bow hunting, so was Ben today. Ben's behind the camera right now. This is my setup here. I'm up in a walnut tree, and about a 15, 16-yard shot. He ran downhill here, so we're just gonna go real slow, trying to be real stealthy. Shot looked beautiful on camera, but again, I don't breathe easy until my hands are on him. I've been bow hunting for over 30 years, and I've seen stranger things, so I've learned, take it easy. We'll go slow. I did find my arrow. When I got down, I was able to see it, but we'll get up to it. Let's get a closer look at it. So he was standing here, and he turned, and that would be my platform. So here was the shot, and he ran here, and then he jumped this log here, and then my arrow's right down in here. It's hard to see, but it's down in this thick stuff. So it is thick in here. Gotta get my 360 up. And here's the arrow. And I got blood up to here, so we're half in. Which I'm shooting a 45-pound longbow. At 28 inches, I shoot at about a 28.5-inch draw length. And I'm assuming that opposite shoulder is what stopped it. So I got blood right here. We're just gonna crack our way through this brush until it leads us to him, hopefully. Oh, a little blood spatter right here. Got him. That's him. Woo-wee! Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He piled up right there. Oh, man. Thank you, buddy. And that's my good luck charm, Ann. Every time I hunt with Ann, I end up shooting a buck of a lifetime. Oh my goodness, Ann. Give me a hug. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm like, I can see that. I'm like, is that really a belly? Look at the mass on this thing.
Oh my goodness.
I'll hand you that. I'm going to try to get him up out of there. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, he's stiff. Yep. That's who I heard crash. Oh, I can grab that trad bow back again. Oh, this thing, I might go to bed at night. I just cuddle up to it. It's like a safety net. It's my safety blanket, Ann. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am doing a head mount on this guy for the great room with this is my biggest buck ever harvested with traditional archery equipment. Unbelievable. We got him.
That is.
Oh, look at the mass on him.
Yeah.
Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, truly blessed. Down here, we're in the driftless region of southwest Wisconsin. Beautiful farm. I'm just rambling because I'm that excited. This is a dream come true. Thank Ann and Ben and good old Graham's. This is the old family farm here, Ann and Sarah's family farm, and to have the opportunity to come out here and pursue this is absolutely amazing. I'm truly blessed. I'm truly lucky. Great family, great friends. Thank you very much. Bow hunt or die, boys and girls. Bow hunt or die.
Well, congratulations to our good friend, Josh Fletcher, on achieving his goal. It's good to have a goal, right? But how often do you set a goal and never quite get there? I feel like that happens a lot. So when you do finally achieve that goal, like that's a pretty sweet feeling.
Real sweet.
I will say this, the most impressive thing for me watching this video was how long Josh was at full draw.
Have you ever tried to hold one of those back, like for
Dude,
real?
I'm a sissy. I don't know that I could
I'm gonna bring
it.
I got one. I'm gonna bring it in, and we're gonna do a little contest.
We're gonna have a contest.
We'll do it on the next watering hole. We'll film to see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how
who
much
can hold the
poundage he's
back the
pulling.
longest.
Based on the penetration of his arrow, he's probably shooting like 20 pounds. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
But like, he was at full draw for a long time, and there's no let off. And I'm like, oh dang, dude, what is gonna happen here? Who's gonna win the steering contest? Obviously, Josh won, made a perfect shot on that deer.
he did great.
That was awesome. I really did enjoy watching that hunt. So congratulations to Josh. Job well done.
I love Josh. Josh, nice work. Dude, you always impress me. He does. He's a great hunter. Dude, he does, man.
Aw, I feel the love.
Josh,
Can you
I hope you're feeling it too,
feel
because
the
I'll tell you
love
what,
tonight?
I think, dude, he's a good hunter. I would go hunting with Josh. Would you go hunt with Josh? Would you spend a week with Josh in the camp?
Of course I would.
I would, for sure.
I love Josh.
Me too.
He's a great man.
All right.
All right,
Ask the experts.
Enough fawning over Josh. Let's get into.
How about that deer slayer hat? I thought you were going to make him. I thought we were going to give a shout out. He's got to wear the deer slayer.
It's the Sherlock Holmes hat. It's called the Deer Slayer. I found out just now.
Slayer, Stalker.
Deer Stalker.
Stalker. Oh, stalker.
We're changing it to Deer Slayer, Brandon. That's the American version.
All
Deer
right,
Slayer
Justin.
hat.
Ask
All right.
the experts. I will read this for you.
The expert. Well, we got to say it's being brought to you by who?
Our favorite friends over at Lancaster Archery,
Minus PJ.
minus PJ.
We like everyone
PJ and
else.
him, we got in a little bit of a debate last night. I don't know if you were paying attention to that post that we made, the one that we did together when we were out, in regards to should you check.
Oh, I didn't.
Dude, that thing's hot.
I purposely didn't click on it because I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be.
I added a little bit of fuel to the fire on that one. I basically, someone made a comment.
Don't touch other people's stuff.
That
was the general sentiment.
It's blowing up pretty hot right now, and I basically just said, this isn't like someone's vehicle. I mean, like, it's a trail camera on public land. But then someone said, well, when you park your car at the public land, that's on public land, so you don't really... No, PJ said, is it okay to open up someone's car in the parking lot and read their newspaper and then put the newspaper back? First of all, I'm like, well, who reads newspapers anymore? But whatever. I mean, if their phone was sitting there, then you wouldn't know the password.
How are we getting into these debates every week where I'm
Dude,
like,
there are
I'm the
attorneys.
guy?
There are attorneys all over the place on Instagram. Is what
Of
you'll
course.
find.
Internet attorneys.
Everyone has a law degree.
Lerner and Bro is on it.
Listen, comment below. We might as well pull it into this episode. Brandon, play the clip. You're on public land. You find a camera. Is it okay to check their camera card? Comment below.
I mean,
So
what's
people
the
can watch the
legality? Are we talking the legality now of it or just the ethics? And what we're talking about is checking somebody else's trail camera on public land and then putting their SD card back, not stealing
Not
their
deleting
equipment.
it. Not doing anything. Right.
I mean, my understanding too from like people that leave tree stands on public land, because there are places where you can do that. Like,
you can hunt it.
There's nothing that says somebody else can't just go jump in your stand and hunt it. I don't believe that's illegal to
Right.
do. There's a question between ethics and legality. But there's checking on the people's trail camera.
And let's be clear, when we filmed that, and let's be
God.
clear, when we filmed that, me and Justin were like walking around public and thought it was my camera. It was set
Did
up.
they think it was like we were out on public
dude,
land?
dude.
And that was some random person's camera?
I probably should have done a little better job at saying that because everyone thinks I'm a complete loser now.
You know what the funny part, when we filmed that day, you were the one filming it. I was like, I'm so glad Todd is the one filming this, not me. Because I know what's going to happen.
I would not check somebody else's camera on public land. That's me personally. But it is on public land. And I guess there is a lot of debating that could go on there. So anyhow, if you haven't seen it, watch it. We'll play the video here. Go ahead and comment below whether
We're
you
supposed
think.
to be doing Ask the Experts.
Let's move
right
on.
now.
Justin, I have heard numerous stories about shooting at a deer with their head up instead of head down because the deer has a slower reaction time. Just wanted to know specifically which is the better way to shoot, head up or head down feeding.
Well, the experts of the internet, of which there are many, have done a deep dive into this, and there's a lot of videos out there. Oh yeah, they've talked about it and debated. The popular consensus appears to be that shooting a deer with its head up is the better way to go.
Really?
Yes,
Interesting.
and it had. I don't
What
know,
about
there's
when you
all
go,
sorts of theories,
and you stop them
and they pick their head up? Yeah,
like I just did this?
yeah. The whole idea there is that when a deer has its head up and it tries to drop, right? The only thing acting is gravity, right? The deer can pick its legs up, but it can only fall so fast, right? Its legs aren't.
I've seen them fall pretty fast.
I know, but its legs aren't like attached to the ground. It's not pulling itself down.
Okay.
Right? That is 100% a factor of gravity, right? The idea when the deer has its head down.
He watched these videos that we were
Of
just
course
talking
I've
about.
watched. I've watched every stupid video that's been posted on the internet, right? The idea that when the deer has its head down is that it's dropping its body as it's picking its head up, right? Because in order to run, it has to pick its head up.
Yeah,
So
I'm feeling
the
it.
movement of picking its head up and dropping its body at the same time creates like a fulcrum effect and allows it to drop faster. Now, I have no idea whether there's actually any like legitimacy to this, because you can go through and find plenty of videos that would benefit either side of the argument, right? So you've seen pictures of deer, or videos, I should say, of deer. You shoot them with their head down and they don't move. You've seen pictures of them or videos with
I
their
know.
head up and they don't move. It's like you
know.
can't predict what they're going to move or how much, it seems like. So for me,
And it's back to the same
like,
thing. Every deer is different.
yeah, there is an idea there, though, that if you have a deer that's just feeding in front of you and you're like, oh, this is perfect, I'm just going to shoot this deer while it's feeding. It has no idea that
Right.
I'm here. It's calm. It's not expecting the arrow to come. I've done that before and thought that before. And the idea here is that doesn't matter. Like, you're still better off going, or hey, let them pick their head up and then shoot them. I don't know. I don't think it matters, and I'm not going to
There is a lot to comment with this episode. So
Go watch the 8 million videos that all the experts have done out there, because here's the problem, dude.
listen, we're looking for 2 comments. Would you check someone's cards on public property? Yay or nay?
Everyone's going to say no,
And would
because
you-
they're in public right now and they don't want to admit to it.
And would you prefer to shoot the deer with its head up or its head down?
No,
So
here's
please
the
comment below.
problem, though, with the head up, head down thing. It's kind of like the arrow broadhead weight penetration design
Well, we
argument,
know that.
because
No one's ever
every
gonna-
time there's a video, somebody's now going to leave a comment because all of a sudden they're an expert and they're going to be like, you should have not shot that deer when it was feeding. You should have had it pick its head up, because I watched this video and all of a sudden I'm an expert and I know everything.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have bought.
I mean, there's a
shoulda
million
bought I
internet
should have bought a whole
experts
bunch
out
of
there.
bitcoins 5 years.
Hit him in
ago.
the right spot. How about that? Keep your shots close and hit them in the right spot, and you don't have to
I'm all
worry
for
about
that.
any of this jazz.
All right, trophy photos. One of my favorite things to do. Although I think I took some heat last week.
You did.
I know.
Corey
Which-
Snoke said he's going to kick your ass. At
Who-
the ATA
who said?
show. Corey Snoke.
Oh, Corey.
Brandon's dying behind us. By
You
the
okay?
way.
All right. Are you all right or not?
Okay.
This is like getting, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I had water just sitting in like the
Dude.
long tube.
Yeah, Brandon.
I was
Holy.
waiting for you guys to start saying names. and
Don't
then-
start turning colors over there. All right, let's go ahead and read it. Listen, whoever wants to kick my butt at 8-8, listen, dude, come on, look at these arms. It's not going to be much of a battle.
He's
Just
going to
you
sneak
won
up
already.
behind you and shank you.
Don't do nothing like that. I got a bad back. I still can't feel my feet. So just I'm good. I'm sorry. I'll send you a prize back. You can have a prize back.
It's Nicole's got it on her desk.
Okay.
It's going
Thank
out.
goodness. Thank you for covering me, Justin. You're a fine.
I had to buy him off.
Fine human being. All right, let's get down in rock and roll here. Josh Adams, Missouri.
Archer Hommerding, Wisconsin.
Keith, whoa, we got 2 Dupreys. Keith Dupre, Wisconsin.
And Levi Dupre, also in Wisconsin.
Robert Flynn, Montana.
And Matthew Hooser. Is that Hooser? Oklahoma?
Hoosier.
Or Hoosier?
Hoosier.
What would you say? I'm going to say Hoosier because there's no I.
Okay.
All right. Well, congratulations, everybody. These are some fine animals. This is the first time I'm looking at this. Remember, Todd, trophy photo contest. I think I got the winner here.
All right. Well, because last week I got in trouble, I'm going to let Justin have it. I believe I know who the winner is. I'm going to put my finger on who it is.
Didn't we do like a 1, 2, 3, and then we just
Okay,
say
but
it?
that's kind of fun. Right. 1, 2, 3, Robert Flynn.
Yeah, there we go. Did a great job. Although I'm going to give a special shout out, close second, to Archer Hammerding for not only having a good photo, but having a great name too. So congratulations to him. He just needed to get that deer's head a little bit more turned full. But look, dude, they tucked the legs. He's got the bow. He's smiling. How about you turn it sideways and look at it? Jesus, Graf.
I mean, come on, Brandon. Yeah. All righty. Well, there you go. Another great episode
Honorable
of Bow Hunter
mention.
Die.
So congrats,
November
Robert Flynn out
Deer
in
are
Montana.
falling like crazy. We've got a lot of deer on the ground. We've got a lot of great episodes come up. A lot of our guys are deer killing machines. I don't know what else there is to say. We've got a lot of dead deer.
My machine is broken. It's glitching right now.
sorry.
There's no killing. I'll shoot a doe here at some point. I've passed a couple of them now. I'm probably just gonna go.
That's
whack
what you
one.
should do. Shoot a doe over the decoy. Dude, then that's not.
I almost did it the other night.
Well, why? What are you waiting for?
She was like,
Sometimes
dude,
you just gotta
you
do
know
it.
how it is. When those does come into those decoys, they're like, they're nervous. And she was at like 30, 31, and I was like,
No.
I was thinking to myself, the dropping, turning, like I was like, oh man, she's on pins and needles. And she came all the way, circled around the decoy, and was coming back towards me, and she was going to be like 18. And I was like, all right, I'll shoot her. And then she just spooked.
You
and
spraying
ran
that
out.
decoy
She
down each
spooked
time
and
you
ran
use
out
it?
in the field. I spray it down like with scent killer. You mean? Yeah, I spray it down with scent killer usually before I leave the truck, and then when I go out there, I take my buck rut, I believe it's called, the buck bomb, the green can, and I spray it all around the
Grass.
yeah, like I don't spray it on the decoy because I got to carry the thing out, and I don't want it covered in buck piss.
Did you see the video that Kurt sent to the WhatsApp where that little buck comes up? It's like
Yeah, I had one do that the other night to me.
the video that we posted, or I'm gonna post. Same thing with my archery target in the backyard.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
It's like they make a scrape
Yeah,
in the middle of
Dude,
nowhere.
He's rubbing on whatever grass he could, like just trying to
Oh
posture
yeah,
up.
yeah,
and-
yeah. I had one do that the other night. A little 2-year-old, right at last light, and he came in. He's pawing the ground.
Dude, you
He's
should just shoot
standing
the
there.
2-year-old over the decoy. Just then you made your goal, dude. So wait, what's the goal? Because you told me it was to shoot a deer over a decoy. Is it to shoot a mature buck
Well,
over a
of course,
decoy, or is
it's
the
to
goal
shoot
changing?
a mature-ish buck.
All right.
Like so I allow myself a 1 year lower discrepancy. So I'll shoot like a nice 3-year-old if he comes into the decoy and puts on a good show.
Okay.
Right? Whereas normally I probably wouldn't shoot a good, like I just, you know.
But
you
but
know,
then you can raise the
most-
bar. It's all good, man. That's what goals are for. You start here and you just kind of keep raising the bar. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
don't want to trip over the bar. I want to get over it. You can't set it too high.
All right, Bow Hunter Die, guys. We got some great new hats in if you haven't checked that out in our store. Otherwise, November the 11th, hopefully some of these bucks are going to start leaving the does that they have taken care of, and hopefully they start traveling to some of our properties. But I'm not getting any new showers up right now. I'm just not.
I had a new one show up the other day, randomly, in the middle,
Okay.
like 12:45 in the afternoon.
Justin, Brandon's giving us the look that we need to film the watering hole. So we'll say some of these comments for the watering hole. Until next time, guys, comment below. I know you're checking those cameras on public land.
People
I know you
just
are.
are going to be hating us these last couple episodes. We're heading to Flavortown, baby. Let's go. Right there.
Okay, please, everyone, just
Flavortown, Todd. We're heading there.
testing 1, 2, 3.